Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Everyday Black Men Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I am Riker. I'm joined by Armstead, R. Reed, and DJ All Might. Please follow us on Twitter at EVYD Black Men, Instagram at Everyday Black Men, and the Everyday Black Men Facebook page. Website is still coming soon. This podcast here is going to be a really interesting one because it's going to pick up with a conversation I don't think we were intending to have. I left some things out of the actual show notes because I wanted to make sure that you had a few surprises in there. And please let us know how you feel. Hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Instagram. If you got something or you have a thought, please reach out to us. We really appreciate all the people who have reached out to us up to this point, whether it's informally with messages on IG or it's hitting us in the Twitter DMs or showing us love on Twitter. Shout out to you, Chaz. But thanks again. And without any further ado, let's start the show.
Anyway, next subject. Let's go.
All right, next subject, Zack Snyder, Justice League cut. What you think?
That shit was a masterpiece, sir. It was a masterpiece. I can't knock it. It's third to both of the Infinity movies, though.
Coming from a Marvel fan?
Coming from a Marvel fan.
Yeah, hold on. I love DC too. It's just the fact that I love DC animated films because they actually they execute it well.
Flashpoint.
Yeah, all of them. Honestly, I mean they're all good.
They're all good, but I mean that Flashpoint is.
You know my favorite one, like a
Dark
recent
Apocalypse,
one. Y'all seen the one with Constantine, Angel City, or whatever it was
That's
called?
what I'm saying. That's Dark Apocalypse.
I love that one.
That one is like probably better than Flashpoint because that shit had a crazy storyline.
I mean, the storyline is very ridiculous. But I don't know if I'd say that it was better, but I'll give it to you.
It was black as fuck, though. Y'all noticed that?
That's why. It was.
Like, no, not that. I'm talking about Justice League. Like, it's a cyborg movie. Yeah. And like that's what I was talking about, like when I said I was gonna mention it. It was a cyborg movie and it had a father and son dynamic, which you never get. You say what?
The black father and son dynamic, and they had to get rid of the daddy. They had to.
He dies usually in most cases, for the most part,
he does,
or he's around being like a steward and then dies. But like they had a whole bunch of father-son relationships in there. If you never pay attention, which usually they don't do that much nowadays. You don't really talk about father and son like that.
Yeah,
how complicated they could be.
Man of Steel.
Oh yeah, because he had two dads. Oh, that's another thing. Wow. They did a lot of, and it was like, who would have thought? To be honest with you, when Ray Fisher was bitching, I was like, bro, just don't do no more movies. I don't really care. Now I kind of want to see him in more movies. Like Ray Fisher.
You're like, come on back, man. Come on back.
Because in the last movie, he wasn't really around. Like it was like he was.
Yeah,
bad.
Last movie he didn't really get a chance to act. But now that you've seen him get a chance to really act and do those emotional scenes, like when he turned down him being like the Unity being like, hey man, it's a fun time. We got your mom here, your dad. And then they was like, fuck this shit. I know it ain't real, nigga.
Like Josh Whedon, do you hate black people or something? Because
Josh Whedon absolutely has this like a racist.
Well, he eliminated all the black people from Martian Manhunter and like
the Martian Manhunter showing up in 3 pivotal scenes and just being like, all right, well, you know what? We need more of this nigga. Like, I mean, it just seems like Josh Whedon is just
That's Whedon.
Look at him. He looks like he might be.
Man, he wrote Buffy the Vampire Slayer, bro. I'm sorry, I like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's the same guy.
No,
right?
but that's it's the same guy. But that shows the difference here. Is like with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, he found roles.
It was white as fuck.
It was white as fuck, but he found roles for people of color.
I'm trying to think of black people on that show.
There was just that one black girl and like that other.
She was another Slayer, right? The second Slayer, right, or the third Slayer, really, because the second was that one chick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm saying like he found roles. But I'm saying like when you look at this movie and you look at that, it's like, so this is what you do to black people. Like you see a black person, you're just like, you can't be the real Slayer. You got to be third string. Like we can't have you getting too popular.
And Superman is always overpowered, but like he is.
But this is the first year, but this is the first time they actually displayed it. That's what I was happy about. Like we always.
Superman was about to. Superman before it was just like you saw a pivotal scene and that nigga flew off. This time you saw Superman literally beat the living shit out of these niggas, and then he was close to burning a hole in back. Like he literally tried to kill. He
burnt off his ear
twice.
Yeah, he burnt his ear.
So technically, Batman did kill him, and he seemed off.
I know that Batman did kill him, but you notice how when he saw Lois, he was able to calm down because she was like, "Don't do this," and niggas like, "Damn." And then you read what was planned for the second and third movies, and you're just like, you know what? Maybe Superman should have burned off Batman's ear because that nigga's about to do him dirty for real.
Yep. Allegedly, he was supposed to be the. We'll see.
The movie it did its job. I mean, only thing that I had a problem with, y'all already know, I was like, they could have cut the Amazon scene. Them bitches was just struggling. They was just pathetic.
First and foremost, that's the whole point of showing how strong Steppenwolf is the fact that he literally beat an entire race of people.
Everybody else whooped his ass. Like our Aquaman was giving him the business.
No.
Aquaman gave him a punch, and then that nigga, when he got serious, beat Aquaman like he was a bitch.
Yeah, go back and watch that movie. Only one person gave him the business. Everybody else was struggling.
Yeah, even the time that whatchamacallit got to him, and that was with the little mechanized thing when Cyborg had put everything in there. Steppenwolf still had the upper hand, but he was like, "I got what I need now. See y'all niggas later."
Like they had to jump him, and like with everybody else, they didn't have to jump him.
I'm gonna share something. The first hour, I kind of fell asleep and I had to rewind a little bit. But I had the itis. I might have dozed off on Aquaman hitting them, and then I woke up and had to come back. But
you got to realize what they're there for. They're for the fodder. To be honest with you, kind of like when you watch the people when they came. I hate to say this, in the Avengers movie, when everybody came from Wakanda, like they're just fodder. Like they're not really there to do anything.
Yeah, but I just thought it was. I mean,
because Darkseid has an army.
Fucking
Darkseid has an army.
The Amazons and Wonder Woman are just the most boring aspect of DC.
You just don't like them.
No, exactly. You just don't like them. That's the thing about it. Because the rumor movie with Diana going back to them and helping train them up actually makes fucking sense.
Because they're whack. I mean, good.
They're not whack.
No, they're not whack. They're as far as existential threats. They're like a 2. Like even Cyborg is like a 5 or a 6. Flash is like an 8. Batman is like a 4 if he gets pissed. Like
they came with sticks and bows and arrows, man. Even Wakanda had new technology.
But you have to remember when they last fought these niggas. When they last fought these niggas, that was before before Darkseid conquered 100 more worlds. All right, they last fought these niggas when sticks and bows mattered.
They gave Wonder Woman all their viable weapons, and it was 3 of them.
Correct. But I'm saying the difference here, DJ, is that the Amazonians are like a Earth extinction level event, like a 1 or 2. Like they're fighting people who are like Steppenwolf is solidly like a 7 or an 8, depending on
a 6. In the real universe.
Yeah. In the real universe, he's probably like a 6. In the movie, he was like a 7 or 8. So you can't expect that a 2 is going to be able to beat him. It's not that. It's not that they were there to be cannon fodder. It's that the fact that it's there to show you how entrenched the Amazonians are and how being so stuck in their ways is what's kept them so low on the power scale.
So where's the women's unity and the LGBTQ when it comes to representation?
They really want her to be a lesbian, bro. They really
no. Remember what they said about Black Panther? There was not enough representation in Black Panther. So where is it?
Man, you don't give a fuck about what they think.
Themyscira didn't have enough representation.
Well, first and foremost, the thing that both of you guys are getting wrong is that it's implied that many of these women are lesbians just based on the origin. No. Most of these women are lesbians based on the origins of this race. Because remember, Hercules raped all these women. Hercules raped all these women. No, that was the origin story that the guy thought up. Sorry, the guy and his 2 wives thought up. Because remember, he based Diana off of there was a guy, I forget what his name is, but he was a doctor at an all-girls school. And basically, he fell in love with 2 of the girls and said he couldn't just have one. So he ended up dating both of them and then marrying one and then dating the other, but they saw it as they were all married. But the thing that was really interesting about Wonder Woman's origin story is he based her intelligence on one of his wives, and then he based her beauty on the other, and neither of these women had a problem with it. He was like, you ain't cute, but you smart as a whip, and you're just beautiful to look at. So my character's going to be the 2 of you. And they were just like, oh, cool. It's like, nobody thought about the fact that this man and his wives were comfortable enough to be like, hey, I'm basing this character on both of you. but different attributes. And they came up with the whole storyline, which is basically just taken from, the Greek fairy tales, where it's like, hey, Hercules, when he saw the Amazonians and they started beating him, he was like, oh, you gonna beat me? I got something for you. Because remember, Hercules, if you read the stories, was a dick. He raped a lot of people. He killed a lot of people. He's not a nice guy. And in DC, he's also not a nice guy. That was
not in any of the Disney movies, so I have no idea what you're talking
about. Well, first and foremost, it wasn't a Disney movie, because you know how Disney does. They take all the stuff that would make the story nuanced or interesting, and they strip it out to give you a watered-down version of, hey, here you go.
All I'm saying is...
Well, okay. Yeah, I'm getting away from that because I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole, and I got one.
I mean, I don't think you should, Mr. Who.
Hercules already did. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, he did. He did. Hercules is a piece of shit in DC, and we all know it.
Yeah, they had Granny Goodness on there in Darkseid. Didn't see them. I like Granny Goodness. But she's more of a Teen Titans thing. If you've ever watched, matter of fact, they put her in that last season of that Justice League TV, not Justice League. What's the name of that show? Injustice with Superboy in them. Yep. I forgot the name of that show.
Yep.
Young Justice.
Young Justice, yeah.
Young Justice is pretty dope. I like that.
I mean, I like it. The third season, I guess it's been so long, it just didn't feel the same. So we'll see. They're supposed to be doing another.
It was too long in between. Yeah, but it's
it was like 5 years. Did y'all ever see? Have y'all ever watched that Harley Quinn show?
It's good.
I didn't get a chance to watch it.
If you haven't watched it,
I didn't prioritize it high enough. And I need
like that's how they should make Harley Quinn. Side note. Also, we didn't talk about the Joker. I still think this guy deserves another chance to be the Joker.
Not you think. You know he deserves another chance because his ending scenes in that movie were so good. Like, he was fucking with Batman and just being like, "What you gonna do? You gonna kill me?" I mean, this is your highest threat.
Yeah, I saw he laughed when Superman came. It's like he just didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. Like him have superpowers.
He laughed like, "Oh shit, we are so fucked." Like that's the kind of laugh.
But is he fucked? Because he can join whatever side he wants to.
Yeah, but Superman doesn't like him because of all the other things.
Because if the storyline's right, isn't that when that was the Injustice storyline that Joker
killed Lois,
tricked them into thinking that Lois was Darkseid, and he punched threw it to the sun. Doomsday. He made them think it was Doomsday.
Well, we already know what they did with Doomsday, so we'll see. They fucked up Doomsday.
And she was pregnant.
Well, no, they didn't fuck up Doomsday. They just blew their card too early.
Well, we don't know what universe this is because they're in the multiverse, dude. Like Young Justice is like Universe 25 or some shit like that. Like they're gonna play that card.
I mean, but DC's been like that for a long time. Marvel, to some extent, yes, but not really.
Marvel is a different universe. They said it's another universe. The MCU. I forgot which universe they said it is, but they
have different timelines, but not necessarily. It's weird. Like they have literally different universes, like where they've established their universes in comic books better than I think than Marvel has. But I'm not a real Marvel comic book fan guy.
But Marvel hasn't gotten to the multiverses yet. They're about to now. Like Doctor Strange's movie is introducing the multiverse.
Well, they've introduced timelines, so technically that would be a multiverse.
Yeah. But the problem with the Doctor Strange movie is just going to be, I have very little faith in Disney at this point of actually doing it the way that it was originally conceived to be. Because originally it was supposed to be a horror movie that was going to have elements of stuff.
Who did it, right?
They fired the guy who had the vision for it. So I don't trust them to actually make it come forward. Just like how everybody's getting hyped on this whole Daredevil season 4, and I'm calling it now. It's gonna be shit, and y'all gonna be so pissed. But it's like, bro,
he's one of the most uninteresting heroes ever.
The only reason WandaVision is good is because they used WandaVision.
It was not good. I tried, bro. It was not.
Well, no, it's not. The thing about it is, WandaVision was entertaining, and the thing they did was they used WandaVision to move things in the direction they wanted everything to be in. Yeah, that's why it was good. Like if WandaVision was what it looked like on the surface, where it was going to just be Wanda having problems because Vision is dead, it would have been shitty. But continue, DJ.
No, I was going to say episode 1 of Falcon and Winter Soldier seemed promising. Except,
watch it.
Yeah. U.S. agent is I ain't gonna lie. America's ass deserves a better chin. dude that's
No.
playing
That's
USAG.
what I like about it. It's like they got rid of they lied to Bucky, or sorry, they lied to Cap, and then they replaced him with the nigga who just looks like I'm Captain
The dude from Up.
America.
He looked like
Exactly.
the dude from Up.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, I'm the younger version of that Negro from Up, and
Like,
I don't
that
like
nigga
the
looks so goofy.
darkies.
Yeah.
Nigga does look goofy, but I think that's part of the thing is they made him almost cartoonishly bad.
Yeah. I know. I felt like Marvel did that on purpose too. I said that too. Like, it's like, ain't no way in hell we're supposed to take this dude serious because you look at him, it's like, I don't like him.
Yeah, exactly. You
like,
look at this nigga, you're like, you just look like the whitest. You look like you say nigger in your sleep.
You look like Captain America.
No, not Captain America. You look like Captain America.
Yeah. That dude. I mean, and what's funny is I'm not the biggest fan of that actor anyway from back when he was on Black Mirror because he just seems like an uninteresting person. But I found out he's Hollywood Nepotism, so he's the son of somebody.
I mean, makes actual sense.
I gotta look that up. Kurt Russell.
White?
No, I'm kidding.
I'm about to say, if it was Kurt Russell, I'd be like, God damn, them jeans fell off hard, bro.
Right.
You had the right stock.
Oh, no, it is. It's Kurt Russell and Goldie Han.
Oh, that explains so much.
He's nepotism to the fullest, man. He got the worst of both of their genetics, man.
And he got the worst of both of their genetics.
Because Kurt is in the MCU, ain't he? Is it Kurt? Yes. No.
Yeah. Isn't he Star Wars' father?
Yeah. That's Kurt Russell, right? Yeah, that's him. I think. Hold on. Kurt Russell. He was Star-Lord's father. Yeah.
Yeah. He was Star-Lord's father. Yeah,
but it's just funny because I remember when I was like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, I recognized him. I was like, oh, it's dude from Black Mirror. And then I looked up more and I was like, fuck, he is nepotism. He's going to get every role he wants. His parents are Hollywood fucking icons.
Wyatt, you not the one. Not the one. And then from Wyatt Russell to Boston Russell. And it's like night and day. Night and day as far as you guys just don't have very good.
You're not the Hemsworths. You're not walking gods. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a straight man, but god damn it, them niggas their genetics is just unmatched.
Yeah, them genetics is just unmatched. It's not to say bad. I mean, at the same time, I'm sure these guys have had a very nice lifestyle, paid for by the fact that their father was a big Hollywood actor.
Yeah,
and producer.
He was a TV show guy.
He was.
Yeah, but in Australia, though.
Yeah,
I remember him from that TV show. Was he a Past Life or something like that?
He did Escape. He did Escape from New York. He did Escape from LA. He did The Thing. He was in Big Trouble in Little China. He was also nominated for an Emmy for his depiction
an icon. Yeah,
of Elvis.
Okay, 90s, right?
No,
80s and the 90s.
Like he's.
But remember,
he
had a resurgence. He had a resurgence when they did Death Proof and The Hateful Eight and Sky High. Although Sky High wasn't as big a movie, but it showcased his entire thing. Although Miracle's really what started it back over, because Miracle was them being like, hey, remember that whole hockey team thing? Let's redo it again.
Christ.
And he was in Fury 7,
which
you probably didn't remember.
They redid. He was in that. He was the
and
FBI
the Fate of the Furious.
Some shit.
Yep, he was FBI agent.
He got over 50 movies underneath his belt. Like,
yeah, but Nicolas Cage got like 200 movies under his belt.
Yeah, but the difference here is Nicolas Cage is the best actor of all time. Fuck anybody.
You forgot the most important movie. You forgot the most important movie, Riker. Sky High. One? That was a dope ass movie.
No, I said that. I said that Sky High was really great, but it never got the acclaim that it deserved.
They said he played Forrest Gump, Elvis Presley, and Forrest Gump.
That would make sense though.
Backdraft, that was a big 90s hit. So there was one right there.
Because he played Elvis in 1979. So, I mean, playing Elvis again in Forrest Gump is not going to be hard for the nigga.
Oh, so
he probably remember roles.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was the little Jungle Boy, too, in like Gilligan's Island or some shit.
Yeah, this nigga been acting for damn near his whole life.
No goddamn Gilligan's Island. He ain't that old.
Yeah, no, his first movie credit is from 1963, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's old. He's up there.
Yeah. This nigga started acting in 1962.
Yeah,
he was in Dennis the Menace, the TV show, not the movie.
I didn't know they had the TV
he was
show. I know
And
that.
he was unaccredited because he was, you know, a young child then.
He's the voice from The Fox and the Hound, so he's getting residuals from that.
Oh, that's
Also
Disney.
true.
I doubt it.
Those old, I mean, before modern Disney. But
No,
now
remember
the
this
Disney Plus
this
is
is
around.
before Iger. This is before Iger made it to where Disney is a money making machine. He might be getting some things still for there. But yeah, his first acting thing, he was 11 years old. So he's been acting since
and
he was
that's
11.
just him. Let's look at Goldie. Goldie Han is
Nigga, Goldie Han was that woman.
I
And
ain't
what's
gonna
funny
lie,
is like
Wasn't she
she
an
dated
angel?
Kurt Russell. She was an angel, but she dated Kurt Russell, and she literally was alive like damn near 7 years before this nigga was born.
Yeah,
She dead,
Goldie.
right?
No, she's alive. She's
No,
72.
nigga, she's still alive.
Oh, she was dead.
She's
Again,
75. Actually, she's
white people
older
who
than
don't
him.
yeah, exactly. She's way older than him. But the thing is, white people who don't cause trouble tend to age well. And by age well, I mean like they tend to stay out of trouble. Because Goldie Hawn unfortunately didn't age as well as like her photo from Wikipedia, but
Plus,
she still was
we don't know.
she was a we don't know.
Well, we don't know what she did post Me Too.
True, we don't know, man. We might have found out that she was touching him on the set when he was only 11 years old and he liked it.
Her movie streak isn't like she doesn't have like the greatest movie record, but she is
show.
you know, she's
she was more of a TV show actress, which is
but
smart. I mean, look,
Hollywood is probably one of the places where they've shown how to do nepotism right, because like
you don't know
the most powerful names are like the people we see on a regular.
Yeah, but black nepotism doesn't really work out that well. Although Ice Cube's son had a little thing.
No, it's not that black nepotism doesn't work out that well. It's that black people only do nepotism when there's someone like Tyler Perry who's a singular name.
I take that. No, I'll tell you. I'll contest that. Black nepotism doesn't work because there's always that stupid ass prideful thing that we don't need to do that, and that's why we always get held back.
The Wayans,
that's true, but I know you're going to bring up the Wayans, but the Wayans are literally the exception that proves the rule.
The second generation Wayans aren't that good.
The second generation Wayans aren't that good, but they're still in the mix, and that's the biggest thing with acting is just staying in the mix.
The Smiths are starting it, and Jay-Z and Beyonce, I'm pretty sure, are gonna
kick it off. They don't really have it.
It is.
Well, no. The Smiths don't, but they do. But the only reason that Jaden and his sister are a thing is because of their parents. But they managed to stand on their own enough to where once their parents are out of the limelight because they're dead, they'll still have a career in there somewhere. Whereas for the Wayans, once the first generation of Wayans die, I'm telling you now, you ain't never gonna hear about these niggas again.
Damon Wayans Jr. is gonna be around. He's carved out a lane for
himself. That nigga's gonna stay in that lane he carved out. The rest of the niggas gonna fall off.
In the middle 2000s, he was trying to do something, but he didn't. He put like this. He got a long time. We'll see what happens. But like that woman who's I think he has the best bet.
Yeah, because the rest of them ain't got the talent. Like the one, I forgot whose daughter it is that's gay.
It's a comedian,
she's not funny. Sorry.
She's not funny to me. But she's
Marlon
not funny.
ain't funny.
Well, you know, women in
just be honest with it. Like, she's not funny. Like, yeah, you're right. Marlon ain't as funny as people do it. Damon and his brother, what's the other one?
Marlon is funny.
Marlon is funny. No, Marlon isn't like...
Sean not funny.
Yeah, Sean definitely not funny.
Sean not funny.
But all right,
he plays a good fruitcake. Like, he plays like that straight dude who's gay secretly. I still think that shit's funny to me every time he does it.
Marlon's...
But that shit don't fly no more.
I think.
Also, good shout out to Damon Wayans Jr. because this nigga is staying married. Good job, nigga.
Yeah, Damon Wayans Jr. is actually talented though. He looks like his dad. Major Pain, wasn't he?
True.
Unless he was a kid, but he was in.
He started his roles in Blank Man. That's his first role, Damon Wayans Jr.
He's actually funny when it comes to roles. He's not a stand-up comedian, which I'm glad he didn't make that mistake because a lot of motherfuckers feel like they gotta do that. Damon Wayans was actually a dope ass stand-up comedian. He has one stand-up special that was funny as shit. It was funny. I mean, but I last watched it like 10 years ago. But I think I remember it though. Like he was
you remember him being funny, and that's the thing that matters.
Yeah, but the other black nepotism I was going to say is actually Denzel Washington's son, but it doesn't work because Denzel Washington's son doesn't want to use his dad's name, and Denzel won't drop his son's name.
Correct.
He actually been okay.
That's what we're saying. Like that's the difference is he's not using black nepotism because he's actually earning it himself.
And he specifically said he won't use his dad's name. Denzel's been helping other niggas, like people that in
Exactly.
his family, like
Denzel
Amari
helped
Hollingsworth
Michael
and
B.
shit.
Jordan. Denzel helped that nigga from
Ghost.
Power. Denzel helped. Yeah, Denzel has helped a ton of people,
Antoine
but
Fisher.
not his own child. And his own child is like, look, man, I've been getting out the mud how I live. And then you see like his role in Tenet, where it's like, yeah, Tenet didn't become the smash hit that it should have been, but that nigga acted his ass off.
No. Tenet came out at a bad time, but he was actually on.
He's good in Ballers.
Yeah, Ballers,
he was
bro.
in Ballers. Yeah, he was in Ballers.
He
but
was
I'm saying
awesome
like
in Ballers.
that nigga has acted his ass off, and he's shown that. I mean, the thing about it is, I'm sure Denzel, his value system got put into him, and that's why he's so good at what he does.
He said Denzel supports his sister more than him because his sisters are still a Broadway actress or
They need more help because Broadway is fucking
he wanted
ridiculous.
to play football.
Yeah, he did. He said he played like D2 or something in college.
No, he played here in Atlanta at
It was D1.
Morehouse, whatever Morehouse is.
He was talking about it on the Breakfast Club a few years ago. I remember.
Yeah, he was here. He wanted to play football.
That's
he
it.
Didn't want to be one.
Black nepotism only exists in the music genre, and it ain't always doing so well. It doesn't do well.
And I think that's hard. Music, that one's harder. But Beyonce, if that girl sings or rap, she gonna be okay.
That family is gonna find a way. I mean, I think they're setting them up to go ahead and do it. Like they did that for the Grammys, man. Like one thing, I'm not gonna name the source anymore. I think I'm gonna stop naming sources. But they like all the artists that perform are Rock Nation artists at the Grammys.
That's kind of funny.
And
that was Super Bowl. Yeah, Super Bowl.
And they feel like that was a thing. Like they were saying, maybe that was something that went on behind the scenes. Like Beyonce and Jay was actively protesting the Grammys, and Beyonce low key supported him. But it was like, we'll show up if so and so wins.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll show. Like y'all tell us who wins.
They were there.
Exactly. Y'all tell us who's gonna win, and we'll tell you if we're coming there. And the Grammys decided that they're like, well, shit. Well, all right,
Didn't Beyonce get one for some random shit?
Her and Meg the Wrestler got Savage.
First and foremost, Meg the Stallion. All right. I don't give a shit what you have to feel about it.
I'm saying that for now.
You're gonna leave Meg the Stallion alone.
Yo, you leave Meg the Wrestler out of this.
This is Meg the Stallion, nigga.
The Wrestler.
I don't give a shit. Again, this is not our fucking fight to fight. All right.
I ain't saying it was fight. I have an opinion. And she
this is
walking down the WWE walkway,
You're shading her because she has a very WWE walk, which she's allowed to have.
Yeah, and she dresses poor. She dresses like she has no style.
Again,
man.
first and foremost, you need to go talk to Kevin Samuels about that. But that's not our problem, all right?
But no, yes, it is because we're the ones. She's representation. They're gonna keep giving her awards.
No, she's not representing us because Megan Thee Stallion. I guarantee you right now, she's gonna come out as being biracial in a heartbeat. And when she does that, she's gonna throw all the women who've been supporting her over the bus, under the bus, over the valleys. She's gonna come out as being biracial and credited to her whiteness. Guaranteed.
All I'm saying is, look, she obviously needs to step away and get her fucking mental health together because she's been through several teams of everything, from friends to her people she employs, which is why her image looks like shit when it comes to her coming out from these stupid pictures to
the pictures were just bizarre doing shitty things.
Yeah,
we can't blame that on her. But you're right. You're right that proves that. No. Yeah, she's lost several people. But that's just Houston energy right there. I mean, let's keep it a buck. That's just Houston energy. That has nothing. That has nothing to do with her.
Let him disparage Meg the Wrestler.
I'm not gonna let him disparage Meg the Stallion.
No, at all. Accountability, man. It's accountability. We can't keep caping for these folks because we don't do that same level.
You obviously are caping for her.
Let's keep it on the things that matter. So since you just skipped over what I want to talk about, which is the movie Taz, which if you got a chance, ladies and gentlemen, you should definitely check it out. It's definitely worth watching. It went into fraternity culture and overcoming parental objections, especially from a father who's likely maybe doing something here in America that he wasn't doing with your mother. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But continuing back to
Meg the Wrestler.
The music, the Megan Thee Stallion comments about the Grammys. We're not about to be sitting up here talking about Meg Thee Stallion like
Wrestler.
this when there's a bigger. First and foremost, she's not a wrestler. Although it'd be
You don't
hilarious.
know what a wrestler is.
Do you see? Look.
I watched
All right,
enough
Riker,
wrestling.
Have you looked at her back without looking at her backside?
I have looked at her back without looking at her backside.
She got 20-inch pythons.
She does have 20-inch pythons back there.
All right, put it like this. This is where I gauge it. This is how I look. All right, regardless of every man does it. When you look at a woman and you're like, if you were smashing from certain positions, I think about the sweat that comes around the back when you smashing and you grab the hips and everything.
I think
and
you
it's just
thought
so
too
much.
hard on that one.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just
Keep
look,
going.
man.
Keep going.
I feel like I don't
I'm
feel
gonna follow you.
comfortable.
Because what you're the first half, not gonna lie.
I don't know what that back gonna look like if you get the opportunity. It's like, man, I kind of regret this decision to lay with this beast.
I mean, first and foremost, anyone who names himself Meg Thee Stallion, you should know what you're in for.
She didn't have that
right,
much. She gained a lot.
Which
of weight,
is a male horse.
I mean, yes, it's a male horse. Like, yeah,
she
we know
drinks
that part.
too much, man. That's all I'm saying. That alcohol weight is showing. That's all I am saying. You're supposed to be a sex symbol. I mean, keep it together. Yes, women of all sizes.
No.
We already have a Lizzo.
That's the second problem. That's the second problem that you have there. Sorry to cut you off. You're looking at Meg Thee Stallion like she's here for us. She's like Lizzo, and that's the problem that you niggas is not realizing. She's here for them, not for us.
I think Lizzo has better mental health than Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh no, Lizzo definitely has better mental health than Meg Thee Stallion. No, because Lizzo basically has gotten out of the game right now and is basically focusing on her and minding her own business. And people are mad at her.
She has a show coming out for like plus size models and women.
What is it called?
Things of entertainment.
I
can't remember.
Lizzo Be Eating is what it's probably going to be called. But her Twitter handle, Instagram handle aside, the thing about it is Lizzo is comfortable with who she is. Now, if she decides, look, we all know how the game plan. We all know how the game plan is going to go. She's going to be comfortable, and then in like 4 years, she's going to completely slim down. Everyone's going to be like, "Oh my God, Lizzo, what happened?" And
are you calling out Monique?
I mean, no, not Monique, because Monique actually had to work for it. I'm saying she's going to actually get slimmed down because Monique started it way later in life, where it's going to be harder.
Monique is a whole different case because she made a living off of talking about skinny bitches and aspired to be a skinny bitch the whole time.
Well, I mean, yeah, but nobody ever talks about the things that they actually want because that doesn't fucking sell. And these people are all about what's going to get them more money. But going back to the whole Meg Thee Stallion thing, I don't know if she's been drinking too much. That's not really my fucking fight, and I'm going to stay out.
All you got to do is go IG.
Wrestler.
I'm just saying the Megan Thee Stallion thing isn't for me because that's just not my thing. I'm staying out of women.
I get it.
I'm staying out of women's stuff. But the point here that matters that you completely negated on the Grammys is the fact that Grammys made Candace Owens versus Cardi B, and that's a more nuanced and interesting aspect of this.
I support my black woman.
Which one's the black woman?
It's only one of them is black.
Are they?
No. Neither. The joke here is that neither of them are black because Cardi B isn't black and Candace Owens wants to be white.
Candace Owens, I'm pretty sure she clicks the box that says unknown when she does anything.
I mean, not just that. I mean, she got married. Her husband was like, "I'm gonna fuck your brother," and she was just like, "Can I join y'all?" Like that's how you knew she wasn't black. Because any black woman would have been like, "I'll kill both of you motherfuckers over this shit."
Hold on, what?
Candace Owens. No. Yeah. So basically, news leaked that Candace Owens' husband had sex with her brother, and then she posted something trying to be ironic, but actually gave off way more stuff. So then she deleted that Twitter post. But the internet never forgets. So
I mean, all she was trying to do was to get her name back in circulation. But it's unfortunately microwave culture.
I think she's a Fox News host now, right?
No, she's not a Fox News host. She was just on there because again, Tucker Carlson couldn't just talk about it himself. He needed a black voice for his white rage.
Before we move on, I got a question because I'm conflicted. Like my go-to sushi place is this real small sushi shack. It's an old Japanese lady, and she makes this bomb-ass sushi. But I notice every time I go in there, she is listening to Sean Hannity and shit like that. And I'm conflicted because I don't want to give her my money, but this sushi is bomb. To find in this motherfucker.
Take the sushi. Who gives a shit?
All right, cool. I ain't talking about
exactly, nigga. You here to buy this goddamn sushi, nigga.
Don't ruin your experience. For
Right.
The
bullshit.
whole
I'ma
American
just
experience.
if I had
I know a nigga who didn't eat Chick-fil-A for years and he ain't even gay. I'm like, nigga, shut up.
First and
Better eat this
foremost,
damn chicken.
first and foremost, niggas can choose to spend their money wherever they want. Secondly, when Chick-fil-A decided that they was going to stop talking about the gays, didn't their money go up? This is what
No.
I'm saying.
Oh
Just keep your
shit.
money. No, it did. It did, Reed. It went up like
The
temporarily.
gays were still eating that chicken.
No. I'm just saying when people can openly eat the chicken, it's very different than people eating the chicken on the low.
Well,
And
we
I
know
think
who
if
it is
anyone
Chick-fil-A
now.
for you, boy.
exactly like when people can openly be the people that they are, things are a lot better for everyone overall. This is
Correct.
why we want them
At
download
least you know
niggas,
This
where
is
she
come out
stands.
the
man's
closet.
chicken. This is the
Exactly.
Lord's chicken.
If this was the Lord's chicken, then you'd be giving away for free. So don't even start
You
that
go
bullshit in the
over there to
capitalist
them
society.
herbs and spices to them sinners on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh,
The only
shit.
reason that Chick-fil-A keeps the whole Sunday off thing is only more so about marketing, not necessarily about people actually giving a shit about that. Because unfortunately,
Before we die, Chick-fil-A will open on Sundays.
yeah.
I see it because somebody's gonna buy that bitch.
Well, no, it's not about
Nah,
somebody
they
buying
ain't
it.
gonna sell it.
It's just about the fact that eventually everything, is progressively getting to be more liberal, and eventually someone's just gonna be like, "Look, we're just opening on Sundays. We had it
It's
for
gonna,
like 100 years. I'm sorry, like
what's gonna
If
happen
I
we're
was
is
leaving
they
them,
gonna
money
I
on
out
the
wouldn't
the
open
table."
owner.
till like 5.
They gonna out the
No.
owner as a
I
cross
went open till 1 p.m. and I'd have a church day special.
They gonna find the CEO in Atlanta with a tranny and some cocaine, and it's gonna blow it all up.
Nah.
I mean, no, actually, I can see that. I can see that. That would be some shit. He's like, "What do you mean? Why are you talking about me and my
You know
tranny
what?
when
You know
That's
what's
we're
gonna be
opening
God's
on
what's
chicken.
gonna
Sundays?"
He
be
would
no
never
no
do that.
what's gonna be the biggest part of the whole breaking news? There'll be McDonald's takeout bags in the motherfucking room. That's all they gonna care about.
It's gonna be like, you don't care about the fact that this man was found bent over with a tranny, but y'all see this nigga eating McDonald's,
Look,
and that's the problem.
next to the cocaine, a McFlurry cup.
That's true. That's fucking
Oh
true.
shit.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And this is something that kind of came up in a really messed up thing because I've been listening to Hard Times Create Strong Men, which there's a lot of problems with the book. The guy obviously doesn't like gays. He
That's
also
fine.
doesn't like black people. He doesn't
That's
like
fine.
minorities. He
That's
doesn't
fine.
like anything else.
That's fine.
But there are
Normal.
nuggets of truth. There are nuggets of truth in what he's saying. And one of the things that he brought up that was just so strong, he's like, look, like as a man, you have a very different set of rules as far as how you have to operate. And it's like, I mean, people can be mad at him, but he's literally telling the truth. Like there are a very different set of rules. And if you as a man are trying to go off of how things are for everyone,
Good
everyone just
luck.
means it's just a euphemism for women and people who want to be seen as non-binary. That is not for you. So when they say what everyone's doing, that's some shit that's gonna get you fucked up. But also going back to the first point I was gonna make for that teacher, wow, what she did was completely wrong based on our Me Too movement. Historically, that is accurate. It used to be when people wanted to learn a trade or skill, you had to end up interning with someone, and a lot of those people got raped. Like, I mean, it's just the way that it was there was a lot of boy love in prior centuries. Luckily, we've gotten away from that in America and the rest of the Western world, but there's a
Talking about
lot
the
of that
rape
shit
or
that
the boy love?
I'm about to say I
the
thought both
boy
of those are still
love part,
bad.
Okay.
the boy love part, because there's still way too much rape. But we've gotten away from that part. But it's one of those things where it's like what she did historically, if we're looking back in the annals of human history, is not really seen as that bad. Like this nigga wanted to learn more about psychology. She said you got to eat this kitty first. Like I mean, it's just how it is. It's just how things went back then.
When in Rome.
No, don't get into that because in Hard Times Create Strong Men, this guy really romanticized Rome, and he was like, yeah, these guys, they were gay, but they were because his problem is he has problems with gay people. And what's funny is that this guy's dead. He died of I think coronavirus last year or some shit like that, which is the height of irony. But he was like, look, man, I don't have a problem with gay people. I'm just saying, like, if everyone were to be gay, we wouldn't reproduce. And it's like everyone's not ever gonna be gay. I'm sorry, just
I
how it
don't
is.
even think you'll get 50%.
Even if you told everybody no, whatever, you're probably not going to get close to 40%. There's just not that many people, whatever. Like women can say niggas ain't shit, whatever, but these same women is still getting fucked by niggas. I'm just saying it is what it is. As many people as are like, oh yeah, I'm single.
Because most people like doing the things the right way.
Well, it's not about the right way or the wrong way because that ain't my problem. It's about
trying to get canceled today.
No, I'm not going to get canceled today. I'm just saying it's not about right way or the wrong way because all that shit is subjective.
But the right way is the right way.
The main thing here for the Stefan Arnario thing is that in the book, he really romanticizes the fact that he would be okay with gay people provided they had a family, but just had a boyfriend on the side. I'm like, so you want gay cheaters? Like, make it make sense, pimp. Like, I get the fact that you saw how the Romans were, which is the Romans had some concubines, but a lot of those concubines were also soldiers. Yeah. And a lot of those niggas would stay away for 10 years at a time. And I mean, like, that's basically the niggas who be in prison. That's prison gay. So, yeah, they would come, they would have a whole bunch of sex with their wife, have kids, and then leave, and then go off and do the same shit. It's like they were gay by proxy, I guess is what you're saying. But it doesn't make sense in the sense of you having such a disdain for homosexual relationships if you're going to also idealize Roman homosexual relationships. Like, make it make sense, Pep. But, you know, he's dead. I'm not going to curse him for whatever. He did have some interesting thoughts on some other things.
You think he wore a mask?
I mean, I'm very certain this guy didn't wear a mask because he was very much like, hey, man, sometimes the strong just have to die. And it's like, I mean, nigga, what's the point that you're making here? Like, his thoughts in Hard Times Create Strong Men is kind of like some parts of it you're reading, you're like, I can see exactly what you're talking about. Like, yes, men do need to get back to a thing of we need to get men on skills. Like, stop all this floaty, do things whatever way you want. Get back to having skills. Get back to having actual things that you do. But a lot of men are not going to be part of it. And he also, one thing that you definitely wouldn't like read is he was like, well, women get away with lying. And just that's a fact of the game. And just, you should accept it. No. He's saying you should accept it.
I agree.
That's the part that you'd have a problem with.
No, I think that'd be more of a what's that? What do we call that food? Black libertarian problem. I just don't like the fact that we don't acknowledge it.
Yeah, that probably would be more black libertarian. I'll retract my statement. And that's the other thing is like he says, you know, sometimes, or another point that he really made a big push at the beginning of the book was that men need to accept when they're wrong more. It's like, yeah, I agree with that. Like, that's 2 thumbs up on that opinion.
A few minutes later,
Drake has earned top honors, becoming the first rapper to ever have 3 songs debut in the top 3 spots of the Billboard Hot 100. What are your thoughts, DJ?
It's not based off the quality anymore. It's literally based off of the name, and I'm not gonna say he didn't earn it because he did earn it, but I'm just at some point you get tired of seeing the same people do the same things because it ain't like he's doing anything game changing anymore. He's just basically repeating the same recipe, and then it's easy to succeed era we're in based off your name and resources. He's just basically exposed the weakness in black entertainment. He's exposed the weakness in entertainment, and he's playing the game. Like,
well, it's not a weakness. He's exploiting the rules.
It's the weak. I mean, it's a weakness. It is rules, but it's also a weakness in the it's not even a loophole. It's there. It's just something that's valid. Like, there's no set way to do it. It shouldn't be.
He's talking about LeBron faking his injuries?
No, he's talking about Drake and how he's exploited the music formula.
He's done it better than anybody else because he did what you're supposed to do. You hire a team of folks, they build everything, and you put all your talents and revenue into one person, which is him, and you present the product, and the product sells. It's just, I'm tired of him because I'm tired of seeing the same thing. Like, if he came out with something that was completely new again, like he used to, I ain't got shit to say. But nigga, you gonna keep giving me the same fucking Travis
Has Drake ever had a rap album?
No, he hasn't. He's always been a pop star. But everybody wants to call him the best rapper.
He's a pop star that raps. He's the best rapper of all time because he exploited the system in a way that no one else could.
I am resigning from the podcast.
I believe I made that statement this week. Drake will be the greatest rapper to some people, but to my generation, fuck you, nigga.
He won't be.
I think
I
at
guarantee
the
you
end
to
of
black.
annuals, he will be the greatest rapper of a short time. And then after people see that Drake has been crowned the greatest rapper of all time, maybe this will be the thing that makes niggas decide to start rapping again.
The good thing is that, Drake is the first rapper I know of that, if you really think about it, I've never seen him hold a gun.
True.
No, he does finger guns. He does finger guns. Don't worry.
He does
Yeah, he does finger guns.
But all my favorite rappers at least held a gun once. Although I can't
He-
remember Jay-Z with a gun.
He did.
I'm pretty sure he did. He was in that movie, right?
He even told Nas, what he say? I showed you your first
Glock.
something. Your first Glock on a tour with Large Professor. Next thing you know, you talking about you.
Hey, we don't bring that up no more. They resolved it. Stop bringing that up.
So
no, they didn't resolve it. The niggas still hate each other,
What I'm saying is, I don't trust any generation born after fucking the 90s. I don't trust. Honestly, I only trust the generation born in the 90s because they're niggas that's calling Young Thug the GOAT. And
Young Thug is the greatest rapper of trap history. It's like, nigga, you realize trap didn't
So did
start
you get the email? Did you get the resignation?
Yeah, I got the email.
Is it because of Drake?
I appreciate
It's been a good run.
Hey man, it has been a good run. I appreciate it, man.
I don't put any. I'm sorry, but this new era, the Generation Zers and shit like that, whatever the fuck you want to call these kids born in 90 and on, 95 and on, they've ruined the scale that we use to measure certain things on.
But who cares what they think until they get older? Then they get
because we're gonna die, and the legacy.
Hey,
we
bro.
only gonna have a voice.
Well,
no.
What Reed is making is the typical argument that people make, which is you're a liberal in high school, you're a liberal in college, you get into the real world, you're conservative because you grow out of it.
Correct. Because just like
and I don't think it's going to be a grow out of it thing. I think it's going to be a realization.
Generation X is the ones fucking up society right now. We're not really talking about it out loud, but they're the ones fucking up society. We'll get our turn.
I'm talking about
they enable the boomers because the boomers were their parents.
I'm not going to talk about society. I'm talking about the leisures we have, the things that we look at for entertainment. The entertainment.
But those things change. Remember, Elvis was supposed to be as infamous at one time as Young Thug and them.
He's the king of rock and roll.
No, but when he came out, their parents was like, "This guy's wild. He's gyrating his hips and stuff like that."
He's making us think about how we have very whack ass sex, and he looks like he has good sex.
But up until 2000 and when did Chicken Noodle Soup come out? When did the Soulja Boys and D4Ls and shit come out? Up until that point, there was some form of talent required to break in and at least get it. Yeah, but not to be successful. There's not an amount of talent used to be needed to be successful.
I think that's not true because we've always had these people who weren't successful and still made it.
Yes, but they didn't hold weight. They didn't hold weight in the industry. And now we have people that are not talented.
I mean, we're not going to say it out loud. I'm not going to name any names because that'd be very controversial. But there's a guy who's looked at as an icon and they love his ass. But if you really listen to him, like you can't think of a dope line he's ever said. Drizzle, whizzle, pizzle. But I'm not going to say his name. You can't give me one dope line from this nigga.
This nigga's never said something that's been that great. And I mean, his obsession with dogs is just a little strange.
I mean, I know, but if you really think about it, he's never ever had a dope line. But he's been around for like 30 years.
I keep the boosters.
Nigga had a great gospel album because he wasn't actually doing the rapping.
You're laughing at that line as you say it.
Yes, I
Yeah, we're not gonna say it because he's OG and I respect him and like more power.
No, I don't give a fuck if you are OG or not. If you did trash, you did trash. Like I'm
gonna just say Snoop Dogg has always been trash and nobody ever says it but me.
But that nigga made it very clear that this nigga's always been trash.
All right, put like this.
But he made good songs every now and then.
Yeah, he made good songs, and he made more than 5 good songs. He made more than 10.
Give me
songs.
5.
All right, Nothing But a G Thing, Deep Cover, Gin and Juice, What's My Name, Drop It
Gin
Like
and Juice, was made by other people, not him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
He's a feature on that song.
That's what I'm saying. He's a pop artist, though. Like I don't consider him a rapper.
So you're giving him the Drake mantle.
Okay, because he had other people rap for him. He did have other people rap for him.
Shots.
Like I'm
Shots
saying,
fired.
It's
Master P.
Master P was a trash ass
First and
rapper,
foremost,
right,
Master P was never a great rapper, but Master P wrote at
Master,
least enough of his stuff to be like, all right, you're whack.
Master P
but you're
sold more
trash.
albums. Master P sold more albums than Kendrick Lamar at this time. So I don't give a fuck.
Correct.
But,
And Master P actually sold most of those albums himself.
You know what though? Master P didn't he didn't have a public opinion that skewed too much of normacy and progression or the way people acted. He just said ignorant shit in the songs. And he promoted entrepreneurship and business. He basically said, this is what I used to get in, and this is how I do it. This is how I hustle to get mine. He ain't telling niggas to do ignorant shit. He ain't saying cheat on your girl. He ain't doing nothing like that. Like, he
I
used
would
that.
say him over the last 10 years would not, but back then I don't know. He defended his brother who allegedly murdered someone.
Yeah, but they say he
you
innocent
notice
now.
that he
Innocent
defended his brother, but he defended his
Yeah.
brother in a way where it's like, I'm defending him because he's my brother.
Yeah, but that's every black family. I don't know how many motherfuckers I keep saying free a nigga that killed 10 people and raped somebody. Like, nigga, that nigga's no, keep him in there.
It's like, we need to keep that nigga in there.
Hold on, we stick away from rape. I've never seen. Well, it's possible. Never mind.
Well, you know what I'm saying. You know, if you ask when people say, "Oh, free so and so," they're like, "What he did?" They have a list of fucking charges. It's like, and we're freeing this
Yeah,
nigga.
there's a
Why?
Long Beach Griffey thing about that, where it's like, this nigga has sex with underage women. It's like, yeah, but his music is so dope. But it's like, no, nigga, this man is a pedophile. No matter how you slice it.
I still stand by my point of look at how much fucking people roll for Bobby Shmurda, and I ain't got nothing against him. Makes cool. All right, he made all right song. I'm not gonna say music. He made all right song. He said all right. I said song. Yeah, I said song. No,
Bobby bitch.
Singular.
Bobby
Singular.
bitch.
but we would put it like this. He had so much support all the way coming to him getting out of jail for not snitching on crimes that he was a part of. But we can't get that type of support from niggas that go to college and get to be doctors.
First and foremost, man, you getting your education don't help me. All right, Bobby's gonna make some music that's gonna make me uplifted.
Ironically, they're saying about the niggas that might start a business that employ your broke ass. Like,
it kind of depends on what you mean, because I feel like that mantra is celebrated, but it's just like, yeah, nigga, what'd you go to college for?
All right. So let's say it like this.
Let's be real with a lot of niggas go to college for business, and I'm just saying, bro, you ain't really challenged your brain to go to college for business. Like,
how many? I'll use it from experience. Black families, and even the urban other colors that try to go underneath white minority, they don't be fucking heralding their fucking family members that went away to war when they come home.
Oh, we would never do that, because what the hell you fighting for this country for?
It don't even matter though. That nigga life was on the line. He was away in prison-like conditions for fucking several goddamn months, almost a year, or sometimes more than a year.
Anytime it's like an established order of white people, we don't really celebrate it, but their families do. Like, I got a whole bunch of family in the military, and they talk about it like it's a badge of courage or honor, and they show up to the funerals and, you know, shoot the guns and all that kind of stuff.
But how common is that compared to, hey man, Bobby didn't do it. That nigga need to be
actually
out.
Everybody's grandfather or somebody probably served in the military, World War II.
That's true. I agree, but I'm not disputing. I'm just saying, look at the hypocrisy in it and how we, motherfuckers tell their kids to be like Bobby and don't snitch.
Nobody ever said that shit to their kids, and if they did,
no, plenty of people did.
Those are niggas.
You are thinking exactly,
but that's the problem
from a black person perspective.
Exactly.
Okay.
You keep looking at
put like
these
this.
things like these niggas don't.
I'm telling the kids right now, if it's me or you, always choose them.
Look, you ain't thinking about fucking Bonquisha that's aspiring to be a love and hip hop star or an IG influencer with her fucking child at the age of 15.
Well, I know a girl named and she tried to get her daughter to be an influencer, and we see how that worked out for her.
So, like, these niggas are literally aspiring to be influencers now. Like, motherfuckers ain't even thinking about the bread; they care about the followers.
I want to be a YouTuber.
Exactly. That's what they want. They want to be YouTubers. They want to be podcasters, but they don't want to do none of the work.
Ironically speaking.
So,
no, it's not ironically. It's legitimately how it is. Like, these niggas want the shit, but these niggas don't care enough to actually do anything else. Your argument aside, where I was gonna go with this.
Oh, follow the Everyday Black Man podcast page.
Yeah, make sure you following and comment on our shit.
I figure we gotta start sitting in the middle of the episode. But like I was saying beforehand, man, Yeah, LeBron fake injured.
I don't know why you mad at LeBron being fake injured. All right, it's a skill to be able to flop like that nigga flops.
I don't even commentate on LeBron no more because it's just too much of a
This nigga
culture
said
that hates.
commentate. He's so done with LeBron. He don't even want to use.
No,
that's his guy.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of LeBron. I just don't defend him because it's. I mean, for one, I don't have to. The man has done what he's done, and then it's a culture to hate him. Like
no. See, it's a culture for people to tell the truth about him. The culture is loving him.
No, it's a culture to hate him. People been hating this nigga since he was 18. Like,
well, he deserved it.
I don't.
He didn't
did you
deserve
ever watch? Did you watch
did.
more than the game? Did you watch it? I watched
Is that
it
like his shit?
That was the documentary that came out. This it's like 10 years old now, 10 plus years old.
Nah,
I don't think he made it. It wasn't produced by him.
Nah, it wasn't. It was before he had the real money.
Yeah, this is before him this is before Miami Heat LeBron. This is still
this is when he had "Keep Your Wife Faithful and Wed at All Times."
Yeah, that forever. It was the movie that Forever song was the soundtrack with Drake and Eminem and Wayne and all of them. That's what that was.
Yeah.
But it shines some light on like how people were treating him beforehand. But I'm not gonna hate another black dude for being as successful as he is.
I'm gonna hate all the black dudes because I hate white people too.
He's navigating this,
and then you're gonna be mad when people hating on you in like 6.
I still call you the fucking not Heath Ledger. Yeah, the Heath Ledger Joker,
died
man.
A tragic death.
You're the Heath Ledger Joker,
dark Joker, nigga. Exactly. That's who you are, Ari.
You are the one that, like Alfred said, some people just want to see the world burn.
No. I want to see LeBron's world burn.
Why? We don't have nobody on that. We need people to get on that fucking.
Not no damn athletes, bro. I don't idolize athletes.
Most of these white people.
I know you don't idolize.
A lot of these white people in those positions were athletes and entertainers.
That's white people. We don't need.
But I'm talking about once they. No. We need black
athletes plus our culture.
I'm looking at him. We need black billionaires, and that's why I look at him like that.
Yeah, but we don't have to do it through athleticism.
Yeah, but if you do it through the Tyler Perry thing, then it's worse. So stick with athletes.
My thing is, the black billionaire lawyers are hiding because they know better.
Well, you know they're gonna talk. They're gonna be like, "Damn, you're a coon, bro."
The black entrepreneurs that are really making money off of their investments and assets are doing it through proxies, so they can keep the value of their product.
And remember, everyone hates the richest black person in the country.
Yeah,
Kanye West.
Kanye,
no, he's not. He's not the richest.
according to what his people
he is.
I don't think so.
According to what he submitted to Forbes, he's the richest.
Well, he's lying.
Let me phrase that. He's the richest in daylight. There might be someone who's behind who's richer, like the guy. Remember the people who own the construction company down here? They may be rich they may be richer in actuality, but they'll never fucking say that shit.
I mean,
he's lying.
We don't go, bro. And she's apparently going to be there forever.
Well, Oprah's number 2 always. So I mean, it doesn't matter if we like her or not. She's gonna be there.
Oprah's
throwing her spot.
On paper,
we got
Michael Jordan's
Patrice Steep, Mike Adingigunge, Akila, somebody.
You realize all the people that you're talking about are Africans.
Yeah,
like, bro, they count as African American.
We need Americans. We need Americans.
Well, no. He's looking at the richest black people here, and they qualify for richest black people. What you need is a list that says richest black person from America, and watch all the people.
What about Robert F. Smith?
Robert F. Smith isn't actually rich. The nigga's a snitch.
They got him up there.
No. Robert F. Smith is actually rich, but remember, part of the reason why he did the whole giveaway thing.
That's a lie.
It's Wikipedia also. It's Wikipedia. Don't worry.
Okay.
No, it's Wikipedia, but check the sources. But the sources still, Kanye West is going to be the richest person, no matter how you look at it, because his deal with Adidas was pretty much the best contract outside of Jordan's. Michael Jordan's contract was better, but Kanye looked at his contract and improved upon it.
Yeah, I was about to say, we got to look at it and count the numbers just like how they do it, off of worth. Not liquid, not paper, worth. And if he were to sell all those assets with his name or sell his shares, he would be technically the richest.
I would go no. I'm still going to go no. I don't think he's the richest.
I know you don't think he's the richest. This is because you don't want him to be the richest.
No,
because
I love Kanye. I love Kanye.
Kanye
loves Kanye.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think you actually like Kanye. I think you like Kanye.
Kanye loves.
You like Kanye. You love Kanye.
I like Kanye. Like Kanye loves Kanye, and that's
All
a
right,
lot of love.
so I found blackwallet.org. It's a .org, but I know .orgs can be skewed also. It says the 8 black billionaires to look out for in 2020, so it's dated. It has Jay-Z as number 1. It has Aliko.
But Jay-Z don't have as much money as Kanye, and that's the part that people never want to talk about.
Nah, because Jay-Z's doing. I'm not.
Well, no, it's because Jay-Z is a lot more selective of the business ventures he goes into. Kanye West is willing to open his wallet to whoever is willing to put cash inside it.
Oh, wait a minute. This guy's a Nigerian. He doesn't count. All right. Michael Jordan is worth 1.9 million.
No, it's not that he doesn't count. He doesn't count for the purposes of the list we're making right now.
Oh, there's a black guy on here that's part Asian. His name is Chin, and he's a Jamaican-Canadian businessman.
Oh, yeah. He's part of... No, Jamaicans hate him.
Oh, my God. Then
he's the Kamala Harris of
Jamaica. On. Robert F. Smith. Ain't that y'all person? Ain't that y'all guy?
Not our guy. That was Morehouse's guy. All right, I was there. I got to see it. It was fun, but I mean, it wore off when I realized that if you pay off your dues before then, it didn't count.
We got Oprah here, of course, and then we got Mike Danuka or something like that. Yeah, he's Nigerian.
Just say Danuka, and he's Nigerian. You notice there's a lot of Nigerians on here because Nigerians get at this money.
Nigerians,
because they shit on their people to benefit themselves.
Oh, first and foremost, they don't shit on their people. Nigerians are the first people to, like we said at the very beginning, the other podcast, we were talking about Asians and how they're willing to do X, Y, Z, and the third thing. Nigerians look at their thing and they're like, we know our politicians be stealing money. You niggas is the ones who over here thinking that your politicians are actually good people. Like, that's your problem. Like, for us, we can't change our shit because our politicians are in bed with our military. But you niggas in America have the ability, the actual means to change things, and you refuse to because you're stupid. So we're going to come in here and take some of these resources since y'all don't.
Why are you defend? Oh, never mind. That's why.
Well, no, it's not. It's not that, sir. It's from looking at things, as you say, Ari, looking at things from the objective standpoint. And the objective standpoint is, if you know your government ain't shit and you can go over somewhere else and make a shit ton of money and nothing's going to stop you, why wouldn't you? Like, if you look at the number of...
If I had the opportunity to shit on everybody in Africa and make money, I would not do it.
I would.
I know.
I mean, yes, we know you would. But the thing about it is, I'm not shitting on every person in America.
No, I'm saying like, if you had the ability to... I mean, our rappers do it all the time, but that's irrelevant.
we don't count rappers for shit. But I mean, that's the thing about it is, Nigerians are just... There's an African phrase where it's basically like, if you go to a country you don't see Nigerians there, then you need to leave because Nigerians are in countries to make money
there,
and then bring it back home. Like, that's literally part of their exports.
I'll correct. Like, all right, if I'm put in a position to make a lot of money, millions, billions, whatever, and I have to compromise,
so like Akon with that city.
Yeah, but I gotta compromise a lineage that ain't mine. I'll do it. I'm not nice. I mean, technically, that's
the thing that Reed is implying here is that they're willing to compromise other black folks, and it's like, you realize, they're concerned primarily about their people. The same way that, I'm sorry, if you niggas ain't from Georgia, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna put Georgians above you. You're just dumb my people.
And I mean, Ancestry.com says I have more than 50% of my blood from Nigeria, but I'm just saying, I ain't never been there.
They probably sold your ancestors because that's what they did. That's the other part that we don't like talking about.
I feel some kind of way
they don't like talking about.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I know what the game was over there. It ain't like the colonizers just came there and took over the land. They bought the slaves from fucking other tribes. So,
and that's still a problem to this very day.
Oh yeah, I remember. Like, what was it?
That's how the main big three look at people. They're like,
Libya.
Yeah, your people were sold. Yeah, my people did the selling.
I mean, but I got some Congo with me, and everybody know they crazy.
I mean, yeah, the Congolese are known for their
it's I do it. If it's not my actual bloodline, like my own family and my people, like including black people in America, yes, I would, because I have no connection to them. Now, would I use that money to?
But that's the part that makes R. Reed so angry. He's like, why don't you guys feel some sort of connection? And it's not really them. I mean, it's like, when you look at their country and how things are run, because that's one of the other points that R. Reed is on, it's like, you got to look at their country like they're doing what any third world country does. The people at the top steal all the resources, and the people at the bottom have to get in where they fit in.
Pretty much, like America.
No, not like America. Because in America, unlike these other countries where the politicians are in bed with the military, which is what keeps things the same, Americans have the ability to change everything about our situation. We're just too lazy and addicted to social media.
Social media is a new kind of thing. So
I'm
what
about to
was
say,
it?
I'm saying
yeah.
social media because remember, back before social media, niggas spent a lot more time talking to people, and we voted for things a lot better. Now the problem is that people who were boomers were a lot more conservative up until recently, but that was the main thing. Like people actually talked and we hammered things out, and we actually didn't say, "Oh my God, you triggered me," and then that's the end of the conversation. Like niggas would say, "All right, why do you believe that? Like, don't you realize this nigga over here is gay, that nigga over there is gay? Like, you got problems with people for real? Like, you really don't, because you still buying from these niggas." And that's how we hedge things out. I hate to bring up that as the only example, but really, homosexuality was the one big issue beforehand. I mean, we really didn't talk about immigration until damn near 2000 when George W. Bush made it a huge thing, because y'all niggas talking about people come from Mexico, but nigga, they've been coming here for damn near 100-something years.
Yeah, they built up half of Georgia. Or
right.
Atlanta.
And then they left. They built up half of Georgia and then said Arizona and Texas are better.
Yeah, because it's closer to home. What?
Wait.
Hope that wasn't racist.
I mean, exactly. That's it. It's closer to home, nigga. It's much easier if it's just closer to home.
I know there's a lot of Canadians in fucking Minnesota and Seattle and all those other northwestern states, so it ain't wrong to say.
Correct.
How come it's wrong to say something wrong about every other race except black people?
Because black people are the only people who don't have power.
It's weird. It was a rhetorical question, but it also isn't, because it's kind of like, yeah, you can say whatever you want about the blacks, but don't talk about another race.
Pretty much.
Well, it goes back to what you were saying earlier, which is the fact that people continuously, well, not you, sorry, Reed was saying earlier, people continuously want to vote for people, but they don't want to actually get something for it. And I think part of that is why it's going to have to be black people making a black party and then getting the little niggas to do the dancing monkey shit.
I keep saying this, but it ain't going to happen. Because
if
everybody want to be the face. They want to be the head of it. Everybody.
Then make one of the niggas a president and just have a board. Then the nigga can't do anything, but he gets to be the dancing monkey.
This is when we need to channel the deep rooted DNA of our African ancestry and just have a fucking circle of death. And the last man standing gets to run. Shit.
We still need the numbers, bro.
Yeah, we need the numbers. We unfortunately, black people, because we have so many abortions, can't afford to lose a single soldier.
Damn. Also, this ain't no docket, but it has to be talked about. I talked about it in the chat a while ago when I first saw it. Why the fuck is Charlemagne the God on Bill Maher, and he is talking like a fucking parrot that got one fact to use as his defense as to why black people should get reparations, and then one white person who is partially educated but also has a team of researchers and whatnot there prepping him to have a response there to why they think we shouldn't get it, and another guy who was actually educated enough to equip him with the response of why they shouldn't get it.
Charlemagne the God is a boule Negro.
Yeah,
no, Charlemagne the God is part of the same political
he's
group.
An opportunist. He's an opportunist.
That
he's
Kamala Harris
is shit, man. Like
exactly.
He that nigga has so much dirt that like it's funny. He ain't gonna be able to step out of media, and he knows that because of all the foul shit that he does and has done, including the shit he still is saying. But
cheating on his wife? I'm sorry, man.
I hate hearing an uneducated nigga who has people doing the research go and argue some shit, and then you use the same fact because they spent so many $1 trillion on the jet. Pay that to like he kept using that as his point, and I'm like, where's his foundation of his argument? And I'm like, you can't just keep using one thing.
Should be, nigga, we were owed this. We were supposed to be paid it. Pay your fucking debt.
What's funny though, they gave two valid white people answers that I expected, and I'm not even mad at it because that's a legitimate answer. We didn't do that, so why should you, who didn't suffer through
because
it,
you benefited from it?
Because your parents benefited from it, and so did
you need a more educated person to go and break down what that means because they feel like it shouldn't be.
I mean, just going to redlining. Like you don't even have to go back that far. Just going to redlining. You keep black people out of the neighborhoods that would accrue in value. Therefore, they were unable to even get the basis of wealth in America, which is passed through property and businesses.
Chicago was one of the biggest cities that did that. Like, I know. I'm just saying, Charlemagne the God ain't the person need to be on there talking about that shit. It's kind of like
but they're gonna put him up there time after time because Charlemagne the God is
ain't
popular.
Charlemagne a CAA kind of guy? One of my
that's what I'm saying. He's part of the same thing with
Kamala Harris.
Remember that episode of the Boondocks when Thugnificent went on Bill Maher and was like, he was like, "What are the 3 branches of the government?" And he was like, "Well, it's the main branch," and like
he's not that bad.
I mean, no, he's not that bad, but he's almost on that level, and that's the part where it's so disappointing because it's like, I mean, you can have a regular conversation with Charlemagne the God, and
they wouldn't ask Cornel West that.
No,
they wouldn't ask Cornel West that because Cornel West is gonna give them an answer they don't like. But they don't want to hear that Cornel West answer.
I don't think I can't remember, but I don't think they asked the question. He brought it up, obviously. But
his argument was, y'all got the money, why not?
Basically, that's pretty much what it was.
We're not saying we don't have the money.
I hate seeing that like it's.
But that's what he's for. He a Boule Negro. Looks. They played him. I don't know if he know they played him.
Obviously, he did. I mean,
he knows they played him.
If you watch the YouTube videos when he does Donkey of the Day, when he does any of his bits or his skits or shows, he's talking from a script that's on his laptop. Somebody else wrote that. He's not the one that's doing that. He's just the face that they use because people already know who he is. So it's like you're not even doing your own research at this point. Yes, I know most stars don't, but like I know most comedians don't have all that material. But
I'd love to get to a point when we're like that.
I would too. I would too. But
we'll have other stuff to do with that time, bro.
We also wouldn't have. We none of us. I'm pretty sure. I'm confident none of us has a fucking buried rape allegation against us or anything like that.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
And that's the end of the episode. All right, people. Thank y'all for listening to Everyday Black Man. My name is DJ. That was our read, allegation free.
As of right now.
Armstead couldn't be here, but he's here in spirit.